4 days, 3 nights suffering in the cold all the way up to where we were. So yeah, submit is only 5%. The journey and the experience is actually everything.
Yeah, it's just that as I was climbing up, I was like thinking, what am I doing here?
Every step we walk, right, let's say we walk 5 steps, then we stop for 5 seconds. Like in that 5 seconds, right, I felt like I could just like fall to the ground and fall asleep. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Clarence. I'm 38 this year, and I'm the oldest in the group.
Hi, I'm Jia, but everyone on the trip calls me Mimi as a nickname.
Hey, hi, I'm Andrea. How I know Gabriel is that he was my secondary school friend, which I mildly bullied him last time. But in my defense, because he kind of deserved it. But that's another story to tell.
Hi, my name is Gabriel and I'm the trip organizer and the videographer. I think we took like a 6-hour flight, and then after that we took like a 4-hour bus ride because we wanted to go and see Taj Mahal. And then we took another 4 hours bus ride back to the city, and then on top of that we took like an 11 hours bus ride to Manali, where we are supposed to start climbing the mountain.
Got taxi already?
Okay, taxi. Tuk-tuk, yes, tuk-tuk. Where do you want to go?
I mean, when we reached there, it was a bit hectic. Managed to get tuk-tuk to the hotel.
Then we met our guide, Shahid. First impression, he looked quite young and strong, so quite convinced that he's our guide lah, instead of some like shady business or what.
And then finally, I saw a bed and the toilet to shower because we have not showered for 2 nights. Okay, and yeah, to me, the hotel was fine because previously I've been like, when I was traveling, I've been staying hostels, so I felt that the hotel was pretty good. So. Yeah, so I was pretty stressed about starting the hike because, as I mentioned, I'm probably the least experienced one. Yeah, I mean, I'll just make sure that at least, you know, the people are still in my eye line, and then I just like trot along.
Let's go.
Okay. Will you just please put this inside my food? Top.
This one?
But however, 15 minutes into the hike, I kind of tripped over a rock, maybe because I have 2 left feet, and the rock was like a slab, and both my feet just got stuck underneath the rock and ended up hitting my knee on top of it. So in my mind, Gabriel was behind me. He checked on me to see if I'm okay. Having a bit of ego, I just said, yeah, I'm fine. But deep down, my knee really hurt.
Made it! Here, we made it to the first pit stop. That's all.
A bit, but okay. Y'all walk damn fast.
this is Dhundi Nala, our camp 1, right? So we have 3 tents, 3 people in each tent. They are big spacious tents, right? And after some time we'll have our lunch.
I think it's quite scenic, and I think for the first day, like, you know, it's quite nice to see all the snows and stuff really.
I didn't know I was on camera. Yeah, actually quite manageable. It's a bit fast.
So after we reached Camp 1, we had lunch. I think we had rice and beans for lunch. I'm not a vegetarian, but after eating it, actually it was quite delicious. It's either it's delicious or we are really hungry.
It was quite a nice experience because we had a dining tent for ourselves, and it's quite a big tent. Like we actually had proper chairs and tables to sit down, and the food was really quite good. I mean, it's vegetarian, but it's like proper Indian food. It's not like instant food or anything like that.
Started hike at a very fast pace, at a pace that I cannot keep up.
I realized my knee was more swollen, so I had to pop by Gabriel's tent to ask for his finger tape, and I ended up taping up my whole knee. Kind of worried about having to submit with this swollen knee now, so just popped 2 ibuprofens and continued on my journey.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad. What?
Huh? No, it's like very hard to bend the knee.
Oh.
It's like the
surgery before also.
for the ankle. It's meant for the ankle.
So from Camp 1 to Lady Lake Base Camp, on the way up, it started raining quite heavily. So we started putting on our shells, hard shells. And then 15 minutes later, the rain became snow, and then it started snowing. And then suddenly the terrain changed from muddy terrain with greeneries, suddenly you're covered with white snow, I can remember.
So I think everyone was a bit sian lah, yeah. But for me, like I had an umbrella, so I was quite comfortable. I was just wearing like a thin jacket and just continue walking on. And to add context, the umbrella, the guy asked us all to buy an umbrella before the trip, but no one wanted to buy it.
Hey, wow, shiok sia. See, that's why you buy an umbrella.
Yeah, then from hill becomes snow, and it doesn't help where like I was always constantly trailing behind.
Yay! Snow!
You can't really see the proper path anymore. Like we were just like going up zigzag or something on like some muddy grass. It was very muddy also, and then with the snow and everything.
Heavy snow and then a total whiteout. Upon having that, yes, I had my raincoat on, my backpack waterproof cover on. My gloves was not waterproof, so I ended up with cold hands. But 2 of my teammates, Leonard and Yun Ting, they kind of like a bit rabak.
How's everyone?
Okay,
Are you okay?
I'm okay.
Andrew, how are you?
Okay, fell down again, but I was testing my equipment.
When we finally reached Lady Base Camp, I was actually very happy because finally like we are done with the hike, right, for the day. There was this one time they actually bring like the gasoline gas stove.
Cold. Very cold.
That's like Clarence.
Yeah, I'm cold too.
Oh, biryani.
Suddenly, I cannot remember what time, maybe around afternoon, there was sun. The sun actually came out, the clouds cleared and then the sun came out, and then everybody started putting the hands up and we feel warm at the top. And then we felt warm on the tent. So everybody starts stripping their gears, whatever wet gears they have, everybody took it out and sun it.
I'm sunning my stuff because it's a sun hoodie. So it has to be the sun.
Sunning my boots
Why?
because there's sun and because it's sunny too. I don't want to be left out.
But still being in snow, in like a snow mountain for the first time, I was quite excited. So I told Leonard and Clarence, why don't we just take our ice axe and crampons and we just go and find some nonsense to go and climb. Yeah, which we did lah, and it made kind of lifted our spirits a bit. Just had a bit of fun rather than just lying in the cold.
So there was one incident at about 3 a.m. Had to take a shit. So I had to walk, be considerate, walk 50 steps away from my tent, take a shit, dig one hole, cover it back, and then walk back. Who knew the next day, right? Shahid said, alright, let's go do some training. And he pointed to exactly the area where I took a shit.
So I think as the next few days come, I think it was inside our curriculum to kind of follow through the ice craft that you were supposed to learn, right? So I thought that was quite interesting.
Okay.
Do you see my blue socks?
No.
Very thick blue socks.
No.
How are you feeling, Shihong?
Wow, I think I got hypothermia.
Serious?
Yeah, I was sleeping here.
Oh shit.
Why were you sleeping?
The night of the summit push, yeah, I slept quite well because the previous night, I didn't sleep properly.
I think I could tell like maybe some of us kind of accepted the fact that maybe we were going to go for the summit push. And also like maybe at this point some of us preferred not to go for the summit push, yeah.
There was a lot of discussion about the weather on whether we can actually submit. And then we finally decided to actually submit from the Lady Lake camp. If we do the summit push from here, it will be more than I think like 1,400 to 1,500 meter of elevation gain. I had some ankle pain. I wasn't sure from what, but it was pain to the point that I couldn't even tie my boots properly to go to the toilet. Yeah, so I think Yunting passed me some extremely strong painkillers.
Sunglasses,
Yes.
toilet paper,
No, negative.
Tissue ah.
My shit frozen. Let's do it. That's all. We can do it.
On the day at 10 p.m, someone just said, oh, the sky is clear. Maybe we can go do the summit push. So automatically I had to change my whole mindset to having, okay, now we have to hike up.
Stay determined, right? At any place you feel that you're not comfortable, you can't push it, don't deliberately push yourself, right? You must know your own limits. Got it?
I think I got a little bit of briefing before starting, and then I was put in front of everyone. I think also because Shahid knows I'm probably the slowest, so should set the pace for everyone. And actually, honestly, that was actually a very stressful position to be in.
Yeah, little did we know that actually her pace wasn't exactly very slow.
And some point in time, I actually couldn't keep up with her also. And then it's like, sometimes I'm guessing she's counting, 20 steps and then take a break, or 30 steps, take a break, or 50 steps, take a break. It can be just so random,
The stars are aligning for us. We are reaching the summit camp in 15 minutes.
Tired.
This or full marathon? Easier.
I'm feeling excited about it. I think we've been waiting for 2 days at Lady Lake Base Camp because of bad weather. And now, today is the last day that we can attempt the summit push. And finally, the stars align, we have good weather. So here we are pushing from the summit, but not from the summit camp. We were supposed to push up to the summit from the summit camp.
We're doing the harder version.
The harder version, from Lady Lake Base Camp to summit camp to the summit.
Every step we walk, right, let's say we walk 5 steps, then we stop for 5 seconds. Like in that 5 seconds, right, I felt like I could just like fall to the ground and fall asleep. Yeah, I think we're all already that tired. I think just 3 days of being in bad weather, not having proper sleep, it really took a toll on all of us. Yeah. Even the very fit ones like Leonard and Yunting, you could see like they were really struggling at the back. Yeah, you can hear Sean Hong like trying to hype everybody up. Yeah, and even Clarence. So it was quite nice to see like everybody trying to support each other in this journey to the summit, which was quite nice and quite encouraging.
I think the summit push is a lot easier than getting undisrupted sleep. Sleep well, guys.
5 hours later, reaching at the Cove, where we get the phone signal, this is where Shahid said that it's bad weather and we are not going to push up to the summit.
But I think when the guide said that, I think there was a sense of disappointment as well. I think not being able to, like, you know, traveling all the way to India to go and climb a mountain and only to turn back. It's not even because you are not capable, but rather it's because the weather is just not good enough to continue.
In my mind, I was like, okay, yes, finally can go back down.
Friendship Peak!
We reached the high point at 4,800 meters. But the weather's bad, so we're going down now.
Good job, everyone. At least we made it to Friendship Peak signal area.
Clarence looks disappointed. I think after that, like when we finally had to turn back down, Shang Hong was the fastest. I think he was a bit frustrated at that point because he didn't have enough sleep. So when he was walking down the mountain, he was just screaming and shouting as well. So you can like sense his anger from not having enough sleep. Yeah, and I think me and Leonard were just running down the mountain to have fun and all that. But I think once the adrenaline kind of died down, right, I could feel like my whole body was really exhausted. As I feel like when I was walking down the mountain, I wasn't even paying attention to what I was doing, and I felt like I could just walk 10 steps and just fall asleep anywhere. So it was really that bad. Tiring. Ready? Okay. I cannot. So hard to maneuver.
Oh my god. Okay, I think Friendship Peak is a good start if you want to go into mountaineering. Yeah, it's a good place to learn the course if the weather is good. Yeah, if the weather is favorable. Yeah.
Oh my god, so cute!
You make the cake?
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
No, not me. Not you. Dada. Cool.
I think we did gain quite a lot of friendships on this mountain, and it was a really good experience. Yeah, and I feel like no matter who you go with, they will always form some form of friendship to take home. Yeah, and it's really quite a nice experience.
And the most memorable part of every mountain climbing trip is actually remembering your friends and who suffered with you along the whole trip, because they will be the only one who understands how you feel. You know, no matter how much I describe and talk here, you will not know how we feel.